So among children, when your child goes to college or is a student, one of the main reasons we feel that there's a mental illness or all that is, I personally feel, is because it's we parents. We parents are the ones who are actually putting the pressure on the children, their expectations, and they want to match up to the expectations, and when they can't, because they may not be able to it, so they want to perform to their fullest. But if we put pressure on them, they're not going to be able to do that. And so that's what sometimes that just eats them up inside and could cause that pressure, that mental illness as such on them. Stop putting pressure on our children. The children are young. We need to make them enjoy their life. The young days are where they're going to enjoy. They're going to go and have a lot of stress as they grow older. So let's make them keep their childhood. So yes, we need to understand that they have to do well. We keep track of what they're doing, how they're doing it, but at the same time, let's not give them the pressure. Let them not realize that we are putting pressure on them. So we want to do something. We want to keep them in as a kid, and yet guide them through the process. Of course, it doesn't mean that we can lay back and let the kids be, because they're not always going to be doing what they have to do. They get distracted very easily. So we want to obviously guide them, keep putting them back on track, because that is what is going to help them, but without them realizing that we're putting pressure. So yeah, one of the big things that a very typical thing you'll always have is your child calling up when they go to college or something, "Mommy," and then they just burst into tears. And you're like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And you start panicking. And it could be just something very simple. The child has had some issue studying, exams are there, so they're like crying and calling you and all that. So my advice is, don't panic. I'll be telling the parents, don't panic. This is, of course I went through panic first time, but it's the thing is, it's nothing to panic about, because all they're going to be doing is 3 days later, you will not hear from them, and you're sitting here panicked as to what's going on. Oh, poor thing, the child is in a party, enjoying themselves, because they've completely forgotten that they gave you that one nighttime call saying that "Mommy" with tears, but the child has forgotten that because she's moved on or he's moved on, and now they are enjoying themselves. So don't worry, but keep an eye out for signs. If you see this happening very often, then there's something serious. But if it's a one-time, one-off, don't worry about it. They get over it much faster than you do. I think I just said that. Basically, the advice for parents who are preparing together, it's very stressful. Just don't let your kids see it. Keep them, guide them through this whole process. But don't get stressed and don't push the child. Let them not try to apply to something which is really high level. I mean, each kid has their right place, and I truly believe that every child goes to the college where they will be super happy, and which is what they, I would say, deserve in a nice way, that they deserve to go to.